5 and below? Hello, can you go 5 and below? Motivation to sew. Hello, can you go 5 and below? Motivation to sew. We going 5 and below. Motivation to sew. We getting ready to sew. Come on, y'all, let's get ready to sew.
Hello everyone, and thank you for stopping by the channel. My name is Talisha, and I also go by CreativiTeeByT, and welcome to episode number 2 of the 5 and Below series. Yes, if you are new to watching the channel, I welcome you, and go ahead and click that subscribe button and the gray notification bell so that you can be notified of all of my videos. And thank you to all of my returning subscribers for your continued support. So today I will be sharing look number 2 of 5 for the series called 5 and Below that is being hosted by myself and Rochelle of Rochelle.Handmade Designs. If you are not aware of what the 5 and Below series is, I will give you just a little briefing. This is a series that began last Sunday, and the last day of the series will be on Sunday, April 10th. And within this series, myself and Rochelle have collaborated to showcase a total of 10 patterns along with the finished garment sewn up that will only require 5 pattern pieces or less to make, but you will still look absolutely fabulous. So I will present 5 patterns and Rochelle will present 5 patterns, and we will present these patterns each Sunday for the duration of the series, which is how you get the total of 10 patterns to use as inspiration for quicker sewing projects. And we will post these projects on YouTube and on Instagram, and the posting times are going to be 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, and 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So yeah, we think that bringing this type of series to you will be an opportune way for us to inspire you to sew simple, basic, and or quick projects and heighten the looks by making them fashionable with minimal sewing time, especially if you're a very busy person or a beginner or just a person that needs simple projects. So if you feel inspired, please join in on the fun and post your looks to Instagram and or on YouTube and use the hashtag sewing5andbelow so that we can find your makes there and we can shout you out in our videos and on Instagram. And if you don't feel inspired to make anything, or you just for whatever reason can't, watching the videos and commenting or anything of that nature is just as good. We just appreciate the support. So that's just a summary of the idea behind the series. So what I will do is I will link the official announcement in the cards above and in the description box below, so that if you have not had an opportunity to watch that to get all of the details, you can go ahead and click that and watch that, because there is much more information there. And I have also created a playlist that has my videos for this series and Rochelle's videos for this series so that you can catch up if you need to. So for today, we have a 5 and Below spotlight. Yes, it's spotlight time. So prior to making this video, I searched the hashtag 5 and Below to see if we had any participants from this past week, and we did. Tequila B of Tequila B TruLuv Designs here on YouTube posted a review of the Alice & Company patterns, and she made the Iceberg dress, which is a PDF pattern that only has 3 pattern pieces, but you will have to draft your own neckband, which still only makes it 4, right? So the cost of this pattern is 12 pounds. It's a very nice long maxi style of a dress. So thank you so much, Tequila, for posting your fabulous make. You look absolutely awesome in it. And also thank you for posting a review of the pattern and for your support. We are looking forward to seeing more makes from you and from others, so thank you again. Okay, so for today's 5 and Below make, again, this is week 2 and make 2 out of my 5 for the 5 and Below. And Rochelle and I both made pullover tops. I made this dolman style pullover top by using Simplicity 1463. It's trivia time. Now take a good look at this top, and just by observing this, don't look it up, just observe the top on me, and please type in the comment section below how many pattern pieces you think it would take to make this top. And just like last week, keep your comment in the comment section and I'll give you a few seconds to type it in.
5 and below. Hello, can you go 5 and below? Motivation to sew. Hello, can you go 5 and below? Motivation to sew. We going 5 and below.
All right, so this top only required 5 pattern pieces to make this. Yes, 5. Now I know that the 5 pattern pieces is the maximum number of pattern pieces allowed to be used in this series, but 5 is still so minimal and awesome, right? I mean, come on. Now, if you typed in a different number than 5, just please keep it in the comment section, because I am going to use participation throughout this whole entire series for my giveaway prize package, which is going to be so awesome and bomb in my opinion. Listen, I would want it, okay? So even if your answer was wrong, it still counts as participation, and I have a spreadsheet for every week to add your names for the drawing. So each week that you participate, I will add your name to that particular week. So if you participate every week of the series, you'll have 5 entries. So now that I have shared how many pattern pieces this pattern requires, I will explain why I picked this pattern. And I picked Simplicity 1463, which is a dolman knit top, as my pullover top of choice, because with everything that I plan to make for this series being geared towards spring, I thought this would be a style that would be an excellent type of top to pair with like skirts or leggings or jeans. I also like that it has like the 3/4 length sleeves, because with it being like a transitional type of top that I want to wear for like spring and maybe into the summer, I won't be completely covered, but I will have some level of coverage on my arms without looking too hot or being too hot, if you know what I mean. And this style can also, like I said, lead me into the early summer. So another reason why I picked this is because I've been wanting to sew a dolman style top for a while, but I didn't do it because I would see new patterns get released that would just, I don't know, it kept distracting me from doing it, and I kept putting it on the back burner. So when I needed to come up with my list of patterns for this series, I immediately thought of this and I added it on, because that way I would just commit to it. So now let's talk about the pattern itself and my experience while making it. Again, this is Simplicity 1463, and the pattern description is Mrs. Knit Tops. The prep time was about 25 minutes to cut out the pattern and the fabric and transfer like my notches, because there were no markings to transfer. The construction time for this, for me, and I'm a little slow when it comes down to sewing, I take my time, so it took me about 1.5 hours to make, but I think it could be done in like an hour. Like I said, I'm just slower. You know, I had a lot of stopping that I did, you know, I stopped and started, so I think that is why it took me so long, because if I'd have kept moving, I would have been done. There are 5 different views to this pattern. View A, which is what I made, has 3/4 length dolman sleeves, and it also has a sleeve band, and it also features like a high-low hem. View B has a short dolman sleeve, and it features a tie at the back and at the neck edge in the back, and it also has like a fold over design throughout the whole entire back. View C is a V-neck with flutter sleeves and a back yoke with gathering details at the back yoke and shirt seam, and this view also has like a diamond V-shaped hem. And views D and E are the exact same. The only difference is the application of adding studs on view D. These views are V-neck sleeveless tops with the back yoke and gathering at the back yoke and back sections, and again, I made view A. So the fabric recommendations are going to be your stretch knits only, such as interlock, jersey, two-way stretch, and spandex knit blends. The sewing skill level It wasn't rated because for some reason I don't think Simplicity rates them. However, I think a beginner level skill or higher would be totally appropriate for this pattern because it was super easy, few patterns, hardly any sew time. So again, this top only required five pattern pieces that you would need to use to make this. And those pattern pieces are the front and the sleeves, which are all one pattern piece because it's dolman, so it's all connected on the same pattern. And it also had the back, so that's pattern piece number 2, the sleeve bands for pattern piece number 3, the front neck band for pattern piece number 4, and the back neck band for pattern piece number 5. Now when I was picking out my patterns, I looked at this and knew immediately that this pattern only required like 4 pattern pieces, okay? Only to be wrong. I thought the neckband was like all one piece. You know, you would just have to stretch it out, right? But no, you have to sew the front neckband to the back neckband and then you sew it on your top. So yeah, I was fooled by that, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. Be honest in the comments. So for your notions, all you need is your thread. And the pattern sizing comes in extra small through extra large, and the size that I cut was the medium. The extra large has a finished bust measurement of 60.5 inches, and that's with knit fabric that stretches. So I feel that this pattern is very size inclusive. Very. So again, the size that I cut was the size medium because my bust is a 45 and the finished bust measurements for a medium is a 48. So I thought the medium would give me space to where like it wasn't too loose but not too tight. I will say that this pattern runs super big, you know, so you need to really watch for what your finished measurements are, and I believe it's on the back of the pattern and it's on the front pattern piece. Now I do think I probably should have cut a large because I wanted to have an even more loose look. I think the way it looks is okay, but I wanted an even more loose look for what I was going for. I mean, like I said, it's okay, and it's more loose in the back than it is in the front, and that's because I'm busty. I mean, that's just what it is. But I am going to be starting intermittent fasting soon, so even if I just lose like 5 pounds, I think I will get the look that I originally wanted. But like I said, it does look fine, and I will say that I don't think the sizing is wrong on this pattern. I have just gained a significant amount of weight, and I'm still struggling a little to find which size looks best for me while I am at this current weight. So that's the only reason why, because you know I had it all figured out before I gained the weight, but yeah. So I do think it definitely looks like the model's top on the pattern cover, and you know, the instructions were super easy to follow. Unlike last week, the directions that came with this pattern was a dream to work with. It was such a palette cleanser from last week, and this pattern is so easy that if you have some experience, you could just, you know, look at the pattern pieces and not even have to use the directions. But for the sake of the series and the pattern review, I did look at all the instructions, and you would have no issues sewing this up if you're a beginner or have little experience. What I liked about the pattern and the actual top itself is I love the dolman style sleeves. I love the sleeve length, the neckband, and the top stitching detail on the neckband, and I love the sleeves. I also love how easy it is to wear. You just pull it over your head and you're good to go. Okay, I also like the different views that come with this pattern. I mean, you got views for days, for 5 days of the week. There was nothing that I disliked about the pattern. It was just a great pattern, and of course I didn't learn any new techniques because these are all techniques that I use on a regular basis, but I did have a first time experience. This was the first time that I actually made a dolman top, at least that I can remember. Like I said, I've been wanting to make one for some time and I just kept putting it off, but I got it now and I love it. For my fabric, I use this beautiful double brushed Galleria knit that is yellow with sketched florals on it. I just thought this would be perfect for a spring project because of the color, and it just feels so soft and buttery. Oh, I just love this fabric. I love all fabrics that are like this. So yeah, absolutely love it. I did purchase it at good old Auntie Joanne's, okay? She's always supplying my fabric needs for the most part. I did not make any alterations or changes, modifications, none of that. I don't have any recommendations. It's good to go. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this patterns and this particular view along with the other views to others. I mean, it's a really quick sew, and it's easy to make, and like I've said probably about 2 or 3 times already, easy to wear, okay? And that to me is important because I need to feel comfortable in my clothes. Now, I will say that I have seen some posts on this top on like Instagram, but if you decide to make it because of being inspired by the series, please make it and use the hashtag sewing5andbelow and tag me and Rochelle in your post so that we can feature you, okay? Because this is an easy, quick one. You can definitely get it sewn up. Let us know. I also recommend this pattern because you can build a whole week's worth of spring and or summer tops just by sewing every single view. This is a pattern that everyone should have because, like I said, you can sew so many different views with the same pattern and they won't look the same. The garments will not look the same. This pattern came out in 2014. However, this pattern is still available in the drawers at Joann Fabrics, and it's still available at Hobby Lobby, even though they don't have the pattern sales anymore. Like, I don't know when the last time, probably like October of 2021. But you can still get it if you really want to pay that kind of money. And you can also grab this pattern from the Simplicity website. So yes, definitely available. So now I will share with you a few more photos and clips of my dolman style 5 pattern piece pullover top. So overall, I absolutely love my 5 pattern piece dolman top, and this is a style of top that I can see myself sewing over and over again. Like I said, a really good palette cleanser. So please let me know what you think about this pattern and the finished top in the comment section below, and make sure that you take some time to go to Rochelle's channel to check out her pullover top make for today, because I'm sure her top is absolutely fabulous. And I will link to her channel and her Instagram in the description box below, along with the link to this pattern. Again, let me know what you think, and also make sure that you participate so that you can win prizes, and we will have a prize package on both channels. Like I said, would love a prize of my own, so I am just encouraging it so that you can get you a nice prize, not to bribe you. So I hope you enjoyed episode number 2 for the 5 and Below series. If you did, you already know what I am going to say. Take a pause for the cause and click the like button, and also click the subscribe button and the gray notification bell so that you can be notified of future videos. And again, let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to all of my new and returning subscribers for your support, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.
5 and below. Hello, can you go 5 and below? Hey. Motivation to sew. Hello, can you go 5 and below? Hey. Motivation to sew. We going 5 and below. Motivation to sew. We getting ready to sew. Come on, y'all, let's get ready to sew.